In this next report, we discover how young Canadian Muslims feel about Islam.
There are over 750,000 Muslims in Canada. It's a figure that's set to grow even higher as Islam becomes the fastest growing religion in the world. Islam has always had a stormy relationship in the West, and the rise of fundamentalism has also caused strains in recent years. In a bid to find out what a new young generation of Muslims think about their religion and how they coexist with it in Canadian society, we went to the cornerstone of Islamic life, the mosque.
Islam is, many people, you'll hear the cliche of Islam is a way of life, and Islam basically as a religion defines every aspect of one's particular existence, from the minute that you wake up in the morning or the minute that you're born to the day that you die. It basically gives you, it predefines how a person is supposed to live their entire life, as well as the way that they should approach life, what their priorities are. It does cover everything in terms of how I'm interacting with this, even with this interview, how I conduct this interview, how I relate with people, what type of food do I eat, what can I eat, what I can't eat, my behavior with my children, with my wife, with my parents, how not to lie, not to cheat, all these different types of things. Everything is in there. If you ask most people, it makes your life a lot easier than having to make these type of decisions on your own type thing. I think for the most part, if you look at the three monotheistic religions, Judaism and Christianity, the similarities are lots. There's a lot more similarities than there are differences. There are subtle differences in certain areas, but for the most part, things are in line with each other, with all three of them.
I didn't grow up as a practicing Muslim as such. Something that came around about 6-7 years ago, in that during my studies at university at UBC in Vancouver, I did get interested in Islam through a friend and read and studied quite a bit about it, and about 7 years ago I decided to actually take it on as a personal practice for myself. Well, at first it was completely an intellectual pursuit. So for me, the socio-political history of Islam was interesting to me. I've met quite a few converts all over the world, in the Muslim world as well as in the West, and I can honestly say that there are as many paths as there are converts. One convert I know got into a serious car accident, and so he was faced with his own mortality, and this led him to study about Islam and other religions. This gentleman found Islam to be the most all-encompassing for himself. Another person I know through marriage. I mean, people convert for different reasons.